Serving a Tesla. Going back, shawty with me, I stepped up. GTA for the ops and on Leicester.
What's going on, guys? My name is Carlos from Coaches in Motion, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about the closure of 7 Six Flags parks. And in this video I'm going to be giving my thoughts, opinions, and opinion on Kings Dominion also, because it is my home park. But let's dive right into it. As of March 5th, today, 2026, they have announced the closure of 7 Six Flags parks, and I'm basically going to read off what they posted on their blog / news update, whatever you want to call it, and I'll leave a link to it in the description so you can read it for yourself. I'm going to read off of it. Streamlining our portfolio to focus on what matters the most. As part of our ongoing strategy to optimize and strengthen our park portfolio, Six Flags has entered a definite agreement to sell the 7 parks to EPR Properties. These parks include Michigan's Adventures, Flitterbound Water Park, Six Flags Great Escape, Six Flags LaRon, Six Flags St. Louis, Valley Fair, and Worlds of Fun. This steps allows us to concentrate on the Six Flags parks on the greatest potential for innovation and expansion and elevated guest experience. This means by focusing today, we're building the foundation for a stronger and more exciting future. Then they go on to talk about what this means for our guests. First and foremost, our guest experience remains our top priority. EPR Properties will partner with experienced operators of enchanted parks for the Six Flags US Parks and LaRon operations and LaRon Incorporated to ensure a smooth and seamless transition. Here's what you can expect. All 7 parks will continue normal operations of the 2026 season. All 2026 season passes and active memberships will be honored throughout the season, including multi-park access. EPR retains the right to use Six Flags brand through 2026, which means you will continue to see the same name, signage, and experiences during the transition period. In short, that means uninterrupted fun, and then you can go to the facts and questions and answers. Then they go on explaining why they did it, and I ain't gonna sit here and lie to you. It's a bunch of fluff. A thoughtful decision. We understand how meaningful these parks are to the communities they serve and to the guests who have grown up visiting them. Our teams at these locations have created countless memories, and they are important for the Six Flags family. We are confident in the future of these parks under the care of EPR and its operating partners who have strong experience in managing parks at this scale. At this time, this decision allows Six Flags to invest more deeply into the parks with the greatest opportunity for growth and innovation. Then, they talk about building a brighter future for Six Flags, basically what they're going to do and how it's going to help them out. You can read it, link in bio. But I want to talk about what this means for our guests. Basically what they're saying is, these parks. Them. They don't make enough money, so you. We're going to sell them off. That's essentially what they're saying. And I don't blame them. I mean, from a business standpoint, if I was a CEO, I'd sell them off too. I mean, if I'm in debt, as much debt as they are in, I'd sell these parks off. They're not making enough money, low attendance-ship, and they're not getting any investments into the park, and the ROA is not as expected. So, as much as I want to say that this is shocking, it's not. And hopefully this is going to build a brighter way is what they're describing for other parks, like my home park, Kings Dominion. I think that, Six Flags Great Adventure and Kings Dominion are 2 mid-tier parks that have a lot of potential because they are selling 7 parks and getting rid of some debt. More money can be poured into the other parks. Like I said earlier, Kings Dominion is my home park. I think that this is great for my park. It means that they can pour a little bit more money into my home park and other parks like this. Gonna be brutally honest, the 7 parks that were mentioned are, in my opinion, bottom of the barrel parks. They were Six Flags America parks. Now, they might not have operated as bad as Six Flags. I'll give them that. But they were, bad parks, but also good parks, if that makes sense. Like, they had good qualities, you can make some memories there, but it's not like when you go to Six Flags over Texas, you see all the amazing theming, you see great food options, it's not like, it's basically, like I said, a low tier park that's getting cut from Six Flags. So with that being said, I somewhat agree with what they're doing. You know, in fact, if I'm going to be honest, I do fully agree with what they're doing. Think that they learned from the closure of Six Flags Great Adventures King to Ka that they needed to make an announcement before just closing it off and never saying anything. So I think they were doing the right decision by doing this. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Those are my opinions. I will probably go deeper into it as more news comes out. But if you guys enjoyed this video, definitely be sure to give a like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, drop them in the comments and I'll do my best to respond and answer your questions. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your day.
La vida es un carrusel.